Accidentus fortuna fucking you, vat.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought I did. I have a book to read. Really? Wow. Agility is at 13. And I still haven't met the level. That's crazy. Just stand here and wait. Mm-hmm.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Nah, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Fucking told you.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
All right, but what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? Can't be that hard, can it?
Certainly not.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd win that one.
Yes, and common sense is enough. I'm sorry. That was not courteous of me. I am sure you will manage somehow. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
I do.
Pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked. But I trust you will manage somehow.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
What about Stephen? He's the one who led us to the store.
And he carried Chertan to the infirmary with me. So, he could have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think?
I think it must be someone from here. A stranger would have been noticed. What is more, most people are not allowed up to the powder store. And I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav, Stephen, and the two guards.
2 guards were
Someone
asleep.
should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
We're gonna have a very
What if we forgot about finding the
big
murderer?
day.
And I just helped you escape.
Big busy
You'd
day.
be long gone before Grozav found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Greetings to you, friend.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Don't
Nice
let me
puke.
miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. No signs of poisoning. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his guts up.
Yeah.
Ah, there's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Chertan. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Oh, his belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that, for God's sake? Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight.
Mm-hmm. So he was caught by surprise.
His things can't tell me anything, unfortunately. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? It hurts just to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Completely rigid, just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself.
That's how that works.
God, that's rank. I'll examine some other part of him instead. That'll have to do. I found out enough. He had spasms, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
All right. Do-do-do. Time to read the Book of Poisons. Bane, a particularly evil potion, which causes certain death in small quantities. It's widespread, especially in Bohemia and Austria, because the plants necessary for its preparation are everywhere plentiful. Do not expect much benefit from the knowledge of this poison, for it can be used for nothing but killing. When an unfortunate man who has swallowed this poison comes to you for advice, give glory to God, for it is a miracle that he is still alive. For a little while thou mayst observe him in the blackest of the eyes, the dryness. Observe him in the blackness of the eyes, the dryness of the body, or the looseness of the muscles, but then send for the priest at once. Even a few drops will still cause certain death, and there is no guarantee antidote in the whole wide world. If you have to cook this abomination, prepare yourself some wine, a handful of wormwood, and twice as much belladonna. Then you shall finish the evil work with fly agaric. Pour the mixture until you have a clear liquid. Boil the mixture. Boil the mixture until you have a clear liquid, almost imperceptible in taste and smell. Bird poison. This is one of the rarest, for it is obtained only from the feathers of the skin of the pitahoy. This creature, of a black and yellow color, has its origin from beyond the land of the Indians, and the touch of it causes considerable trouble to man. The killers, therefore, have no need to prepare any decoctions, but only to make headdresses and necklaces of the feathers of their for their victims. Those who come into contact with the feathers, yeah, that's not likely. Especially useful because it soothes and relieves pain. That's not very useful. Although difficult to prepare, this potion is often used because its pleasant aroma can be confused with ordinary cooking. It is also said among the poor that this mixture can be used to turn metals into gold. With stomachache, red and blistered, the bowels painfully empty at both ends. The udders stiffen in spasm, and the nails break. And then thou shalt know that death is certain. But before thou mayest relieve the poor man with a bezoar, put under the tongue. In quick reaction, a mixture of hot milk, vinegar, and garlic can also be used to cause the poison to be thrown up. Yeah, that'd make me throw up too. If you want to make this poison, take a new clay pot, put a handful of red copper, half a bottle of strong water, arsenic, oak bark, and rose water inside. Boil it all, and test it with an iron nail. When the money mixture has completely coated the iron, you will know that you have cooked it enough. That seems likely. Not a quick death. It soothes a man in a reasonable quantity and gives him rest, that his body may be speedily healed, but if given by a person with dishonest intentions, his victim falls into a sound sleep, in which he does not feel his body and may be treated so unkindly and cruelly. If drunk often, the healthy spirit then leaves the body.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned. I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertown was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right.
Nothing in that book.
I have no choice but to believe you. Now, We can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
Better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozov, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Okay.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you turn up, and everything is turned upside down. You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very, very strange.
Okay.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Even if I tell you, you can trust me.
No. I'm just carrying out Katz's orders. That's all.
I'm just efficient, dude.
But it is a pity. This could have been a very interesting conversation.
I think I'll just go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
I suspect Crow, so we're gonna talk to him first. Q, right? His tent. It's back here.
Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent?
You have to test that poison with a nail.
Dirt. Oak. And dry as a bone.
Rose
Smells
water.
of flowers of some kind. Like roses?
All ingredients for the poison.
Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Fucking gotcha, bitch.
Just a broom.
Eh.
Nothing out of the ordinary. No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
We all knew that Musa didn't do it. Guess I have to go through with the quest, even though I already know who did
I'm
it.
always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
I should get...
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't understand that gibberish, do I?
Well, you're not from Gibber, so...
Before the murder, did you see anyone hanging around by the powder store? Doing something with the lock, maybe? Or already inside, even?
Nobody went up there the whole night. I'm telling you, we was watching like hawks.
There were 2 of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine.
He
The
doesn't
best
think
in
so.
The whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
Seems an alright sort.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. How could anyone drink all this? Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
Let's read Dollmaker. This potion is especially useful because it soothes and relieves pain. It is therefore favored among the physicians. If you rub even a few drops on the skin of a wounded man, you can cut him without causing him suffering. Men who are hasty in their love rub their manhood with this potion too, so that it may become numb and they may manage to please their wives. A fool who tastes even a sip of the potion will experience total numbness. His intestines will become clogged and he may lose his sight for a while. Fortunately, the stomach will eject this disgusting potion before it has time to have its pernicious effect, unless the body has already been weakened. If you need to replenish your supply of this decoction, prepare yourself for strong liquor, a handful of valerian, and twice as much of herb Paris. Remember, however, not to boil the valerian in the liquor, but only put the crushed valerian into the cold decoction. Okay? I doubt highly that our boy here has that sort of knowledge. So I'm not quite sure what to make of it. It seems far more likely that the murderer was Crow. Motive is wanting, but other than that...
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened.
Stibor.
and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly.
I think I remember
before
that
we get started,
guy.
I have to say,
Might have
you
been at the council
disappointed me,
meeting.
Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Except for the murder.
Your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us.
I do?
Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow tried to break into the store to steal powder, but Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
What nonsense! Where's your proof?
There was powder scattered all over the storeroom floor. Crow scattered the powder, but then he had to flee.
Anyone could have done that. Is that the best you can do?
Stop all this shouting!
Right.
Listening to peasants like you two is painful, so keep it short and to the point. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow helped carry Chertan. He must have poured it down his throat on the way.
Sir Musa, did you see anything like that?
No, sir. It was not even possible. We had enough trouble carrying Chertan.
Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
Yes, you do.
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grosov, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me!
Go to hell!
Help me! You wounded me bad!
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up. True.
Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Uh-huh.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides.